This program is part of the Infinite Potato Alliance. Visit us at infinitepotato.com.
I'm Jared Stern. I think people should listen because we're desperate for attention right now.
I'm also Jared Stern. This is what I like to call an exercise in benign narcissism. And you're
Jared Stern. Between two Sterns. Pretty sure that Eye of the Tiger song I've hummed before we've I believe in the montage somewhere of all of the times I sang before the show started. It's in there somewhere.
Okay, it's possible. And so, are you saying then that is that getting added in so that people will understand what the hell you're just now referencing?
Every one of these that we've ever done as a test has gotten added in. And
has it?
Every single intro.
I don't think we added the test the last time.
Yeah, no, every intro, or maybe not, maybe I missed but every intro has taken, since we did this test, every intro I've taken that section, that test, and thrown it into the opening sequence.
Okay.
So it goes, and then it does the thing, and then it says between two sterns.
Yes. So ever since we fucked up and didn't have an episode.
I'm happy we're still using the word we in regards to that, and it wasn't my fuck up.
Whatever.
Because in my computer, it's my mic. It is my fuck up.
We are a team, and we succeed as a team, and we fail as a team. We are, collectively, we are Jared Stern.
Speaking of living as a team, I had two moments over the past week where I've said the phrase Jared Stern in regards to somebody else. One being you, and one being writer and director Jared Stern.
Who will most likely have on the show for episode 150, which was like 2 episodes away now. Do you know what I found out? I was doing some calculations in my head, because this season 7 has been going on for a fucking year. Like, everything is made up. There are no actual timestamps on anything.
Let's start with, so I was doing some calculations.
I was doing some calculations in my head just about the show.
Calculate.
I was calculating. What was I saying? What?
You were doing some calculations in your head.
Yes, I was.
And those calculations were?
Well, about how many episodes we've done so far this year.
Okay.
Since we did the... That's not even the right page.
When you say you've done some calculations, do you mean you
counted?
Counted?
Yes! That's a calculation. I didn't use a calculator, but I counted.
Okay, so this is you're not Matt Damon in Goodwill Hunting at a job.
There are no calculations.
One could argue
around.
there are no calculations. It's just pretty rudimentary addition.
It's not any kind of calculation. So our 4-year anniversary was episode 133. This is episode 147. Episode 133, the 4-year anniversary was, I think, the beginning of this year. So, or December of last year?
Yeah.
All right. And we have done a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 episodes this entire year.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I just counted. I just counted the episodes. We've done a grand total of 14.
I don't know about that. That seems
low.
Low.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, we both have lives, and we're happy to share those lives with you, the listeners who are listening.
Some of us have more lives than others.
Well,
I'm saying you have more lives than me.
So things have life finds a way to, screw up our schedules and not let us bring as much of us to you as we would like. And I guess that's just happened more recently. But yeah, do you not believe me? I just counted.
Yeah, it's 133.
And then now we're this is 148 now, or will be 148.
148, but you're incorrect. How many did you say we've done?
Well, we've done 14.
We have not done 14.
How many have we done?
We've done 15. We've produced
we're
14.
We're
But as we stated at the beginning,
Fine, sure.
there was one episode that was fully recorded.
What I'm saying is, what I am putting forth to you is, that seems like a really light load.
What are we at, like 2 a month now?
Maybe.
Bi-weekly? We bi-weekly?
Maybe, yes.
Something like that.
Sometimes it's been 1 a month, but...
All right. We got to really kick it up into gear.
We
We're doing
do.
one every day next week.
Well,
no.
I am by no means saying that. I'm just saying we don't have the same We've been constipated for this.
Sure.
We don't have the same
I'll go with
regularity.
you on it. Yeah. Yes. What you're saying is we need a auditory enema, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something to really grease the skids and get more Jared Stern out of the sluices.
So speaking of Jared Stern.
Yes.
So this weekend, I went on a trip. And I can't remember, I've gone on a number of trips over the past week. I went to North Carolina with my girlfriend and her family, her aunt and uncle. Hello, if you're listening to this. I know that her Aunt Sarah has attempted to listen to an episode of ours. She pulled up an episode. We were talking about our ailments. We were talking about things that were wrong with us. And then I think...
Things that were wrong with you.
Sure. And I think within that episode, I was talking about my relationship. This is what I ascertained from what she was saying. And it was about, as she was listening to the relationship, that she realized that she was listening to an episode from over a year ago.
Oh, no!
She had picked a random episode. And I think over the course of the listening to me talk about the relationship, she realized he's not talking about my niece.
Nope.
And so...
If only she knew the trials and tribulations you have gone through over the course of the show. Yes.
So that was fun. But sometime within the trip, or when my whole family went up this past weekend, because we went up to celebrate my brother and his wife's baby shower.
Oh, right. Mazel tov.
A couple of fun anecdotes from that. One, somebody asked me what you do for a living. I forget whether it was Sarah or my family.
What I do for a living.
What you do for a living. I think it was Sarah on the trip. And I had a full, Friends, what does Chandler do moment. She was
you don't know what I do?
I was like, I believe he does marketing, social media marketing for a real estate company.
That's exactly what I do.
Which means I would have gotten the point. But it was one of those moments where I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm going to bounce around a little bit. The other Jared Stern reference was we started watching a show called Are You the One? We hadn't truly scraped the bottom of the barrel of trash reality TV that we watch.
So this is like a reality dating show or something?
A reality dating show. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to rank them, but I am going to list them. We do the Love Island. We do the Ultimatum. I don't know what that is. The Ultimatum. Oh, bunch of couples come on to the show. Marry me. Well, we're breaking up. That's the ultimatum.
That is an ultimatum.
So what they do is 6 or whatever couples recouple with the people who they find the most interesting, and then they go through a 2-week trial relationship. They officially break up, and they live together, and it's so good. And then afterwards, the original couples get back together from what they learned, and then do they get together? So again,
has anyone ever gotten with the new people?
Yeah. Some real. Oh, it's good. And then there's I believe it's the queer ultimatum.
Okay.
Good stuff. And we do that. We do the perfect match, right? We do Love is Blind, right? Both UK and American.
Sure.
We've also done Too Hot to Handle. Let's take sexy singles, put them on an island, and they think they're going on Love Island. Let's just bang it out. And now it's no, you can't touch each other. Too Hot to Handle is you're not allowed. It's just how nymphomaniac are you? Go on the island, and you're not allowed to touch each other. And if you do, the pot that everybody could split and share at the end, keeps going down.
Oh, no.
So a kiss costs you $3,000. Anything more can cost up to $15,000.
Wow.
We found
what is the pool? How much is in the pool?
I think it starts out at, I want to say 25 or maybe 100K.
Oh, that's not a lot.
But you can gain and add depending upon how successful you are.
Okay.
Anyway, we found Are You the One? And Are You the One is, what if instead of all of these attractive people who are here to bang, what if we collected 16 virgins?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And to give you an idea of just how bad it is, it's on Hulu. That's how trashy it is.
Hang on.
Go on.
I think Andrea stumbled onto this show because it played after Bachelor in Paradise.
Of course. Of course.
And she's got her show on Monday night or whatever it is Bachelor in Paradise or The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. For me, I watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, you do.
We go to separate rooms. We watch them on separate televisions.
She goes into the living room. You go to a beautiful 55
beautiful
TV in the basement with a backlight.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
I'm glad you're enjoying my old TV.
Yes,
it's so good. Yes.
It's fantastic, and thank you for that setup.
You're welcome.
Jared Stern's helping Jared Stern.
Jared Stern's helping Jared Stern.
Anyway, so Raw finishes up. It's not a typical 3-hour show like it used to be. It's only 2.5 hours. Anyway, I get done with that. I come upstairs. She's still watching the show. I thought it was still Bachelor in Paradise. And then they go talking about, the virginity angle. And I was like, this seems horribly exploitative.
It is. It's the opposite of Raw. It's
the polar opposite.
It is.
Yes.
I highly recommend watching it because one of the contestants, as I saw him and I looked at him, I went, this is a less attractive version of Ryder. Or no, actually, I didn't say that. I was like, that's a less attractive version of Jared Stern. And Rachel goes,
which one?
No, it's not. And I go, not that one, the one you know.
The other one. The other
But don't forget, I have 11 to pull from. So statistically, I'm probably accurate in some. But it looks like a less attractive writer-director Jared Stern.
I'm trying to think based on the small snippet that I saw who you're referring to.
I think his name is Michael, I want to say.
Okay.
But, yeah. Let's see. Let's see if I can find just a quick photo of him here. But it was one of those things where I was like, interesting. I don't want to ruin it for me.
To ruin it for you?
I don't want to ruin...
Oh, you don't want to all of a sudden now see writer-director Jared Stern while you're watching that show.
No, I don't want to ruin and find out if he wins the show while I'm looking up a picture of the guy.
The show's not. The show is
I don't
not
know.
done.
We just found it. I can't. That's not the right.
You don't want to spoil yourself for the Virgin show.
No, it's
okay.
But yeah, those were my two Jared Stern references. Great trip, a lot of fun. Went down to Oak Island in North Carolina, about an hour north of Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Gotta say, I have a lot of positive success. There are so many positive things in my relationship with Rachel. One area that we really, really crush that maybe could be difficult for other couples, and I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm just saying one area where we, I think, exceed above the rest is we crush long drives.
Oh wow, good.
We are that's solid on
that.
Long
is
drives.
That's a great trait to share.
Yes, I mean I've been in relationships that have simply ended because of long drives. After a while, but
how long was this drive?
So if we were to do just a straight shot down, probably about 6.5. I think I did it because we drove down together and I came back early to go up for the baby shower.
Yeah,
so.
that tracks. I've had a gig. I've had gigs in Myrtle Beach before, and 5 to 6 hours sounds about right.
But we took 10.
Well,
but we left super early the day we were driving down. We went down to Richmond. We walked around Richmond we just didn't want to do 6 to 7 hours sitting straight.
Sure.
We couldn't get into the shore house until 4. But if we had left later in the day on what did we leave? On Memorial Day or Memorial
you would have been
weekend
just stuck in the car.
Just traffic all day. So and then as we were driving down, we were like, okay, well, we're going to need another break at some point. Let's let the universe tell us what we're going to do. And as we're driving along, we see a big billboard that says exit whatever, largest antique mall in the country.
Wow.
And we were like, well, yes.
We like to see a lot of old shit. Let's go look at it. Let's go see some vaguely racist.
Yeah. So we pull off and drive through the middle of fucking nowhere. And they were right. First of all, this place was incredible. I mean, huge. The quality of the furniture, I cannot speak highly enough of it. I can't remember the name of it, so I can't do that. But really, we joked. We were like, when we move in together, we should rent a U-Haul.
And just buy a bunch of crap
drive
from
down here and buy a bunch of shit. It was a great, great experience. Highly recommend. If you guys are in the car for 7 hours.
Did you bring back a tchotchke?
We got my brother and his wife something for the baby there. So we found like a bunch of records that probably don't work anymore. But one of the records we found was a Sesame Street.
Oh, I
the
have
Sesame
those.
Street tunes.
I have like the old 45s.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got, yes.
It's a beautiful yellow. It's
all
distressed and like
70s 45s.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of Sesame Street songs with like, obviously,
Henson and yeah.
Well, it's like Disney and it's the Muppets. It's like before Disney bought the Muppets, but it's like Disney. Like I've got Disco Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got C is for Cookie.
This was
all of the staples from back then.
Well, this was just Sesame. For context, my brother and his wife, they have a record player. They like collecting records. They have a little shelf area where they hang records. But as you all probably remember, because you obsessively listen to this show, all four of my siblings, we all worked at Sesame Place together.
Oh, right.
And so it was like a nice little call back to that. So that was really nice. We picked that up for them. And yeah, really great trip. The weather could not have been more beautiful.
Yeah, seriously. It was a fantastic the past couple of weeks.
Week. The only issue were these flies that kept eating us alive on the beach.
Flies, not mosquitoes.
No, flies. Rachel looked up the name of them. I forget the name of them. But they're like, they would only come out in the afternoon and they would eat us alive. It was very frustrating. It was very frustrating.
Bug spray didn't work?
We tried bug spray. I went to the store and we got like a crap load of DEET. Which apparently is
just for mosquitoes.
And like we were hosing ourselves down with it, but
you need to get yourself one of the electric fly swatters.
Yeah.
We have a pair of them on our front porch, and it is very cathartic to just hear the snap, crack, pop.
Yeah. You know what? We should have done that because we had a little. That's a great idea. That's what we're going to do next time because we had a little tent. By the way, I think we can both agree. I think we both are not beach people.
No, I've never been a beach person.
Never been a beach person. I got into it in California mainly because it wasn't like a full day experience. Like I remember I had friends of mine in Cali, Sarah, Steph, who would be like, let's go to the beach. And I was like, fuck. And they were like, come on. I was like, all right, fine. And I'm packing up all my stuff. And they're like, Sarah's like, why are you bringing all this stuff? And I was like, we're going to the beach. She's like, we're going to the beach for an hour. And it's like, because you live 20 minutes from it, you could just go down, pop over, hang out on the beach for an hour and leave. I'm used to the Jersey Shore. When you go to the beach, it's a 9-hour experience.
It's a whole day, yeah.
But Rachel's aunt and uncle, her uncle Ron, had a 12 by 12 tent.
Oh, nice.
With sandbags that we set up, and that is a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you have
under shade,
built-in sun protection, then yes.
Huge.
Especially for you,
yes.
the more fair-skinned of the Jared Sterns, as the old joke says, I don't burn, I stroke.
Rachel went out for a run the first day we got there, the first morning, and she went out for like a 45-minute run with her cousin, and came back with a bib-shaped burn on her.
Man,
it evened out pretty fast, but it was
it evened out from just there to her entire body, and then she was just a crab person for the rest.
Right,
man. Yeah, so that kind of reminds me. So, Andrea is into camping. Andrea likes camping. I have never been a camping person until we got the van.
The van is a game changer.
The van is a game changer.
Yes.
Tent camping sucks, but 4 solid walls, and that's doable. Anyway, she wanted us to go camping with some friends up in the Shenandoah. Don't get me wrong, Shenandoah is beautiful, wonderful. I can't stand tent camping. So she's like, we're going to go camping. I'm like, all right, great. So she's piling all the sleeping bags and the tents, and I'm like, honey, why are we taking all this stuff? She goes, well, we want to be comfortable. I'm like, then why are we going camping?
Yeah.
That is the antithesis of comfortable.
That's fair.
So that's...
What about, can't you do like a little blow-up mattress for camping now?
You can, sure.
I feel like with blow-up technology...
Inflatables have come a long way.
Where inflatable technology has gotten to... You don't want to use helium.
That was a sentence that
you don't want to use helium. Not that close to the fire.
No, of course not. Is helium flammable?
I assume so. I think hydrogen.
Hydrogen. That's your Hindenburg right there.
That's the. It was holding me back. It was Hindenburging me
from
back a
s'mores
little bit.
to Oh the Humanity. That is, yeah. That's it. You don't want to mix those two.
But it was a great beach trip, tons of food, and just like, yeah, really, like it was a really, really wonderful trip. They are wonderful, wonderful people, and I just felt it was very nice to be included, and you know, Rachel's family is great, but specifically her aunt and uncle really go out of their way to make me feel included, and
Nice.
they're just wonderful people.
I'm glad to hear you had a good time.
Thank you. Funny enough, when I went up for the baby shower, so as many people know, all of the Sterns, including the one sitting next to me, are all born in pretty much the same week.
Yeah,
So
which is coming up, by
we
the
are
way.
launching Stern Birthday Week. Jared's an honorary member. And so I am September 16th. My mother's the 20th. My brother's the 21st. My sister's the 23rd. Jared's the 24th.
The 24th, that's right.
I always think my dad's the 28th. And so we do something that I think is incredible now that we're all adults. We don't celebrate anyone's birthday individually. We do
It's
what's
the whole mishpucha.
we just do a Stern family birthday day. And I believe you and your family were included one time in the outing. We did an outing in Bethesda. We did a whole pizza thing. Everybody was
Yeah,
included.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. This time, you know, a little bit lower. Sometimes we'll rent a boat, a little bit lower key. All of the immediates were up there for MK's bridal shower. So
So did you guys just do that there?
So yeah, my mom, my dad, Connor, or my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and me. We just did it, the five of us. First
Nice.
time in many years that it was just the five. And so what we did, which was amazing, is we got in the car and we drove through the old neighborhood. We looked at the old house, and when I say that the people who live in that house now have ruined it, I cannot understate this enough. I will find pictures of what it used to look like, which is this beautiful Tudor-style home, and what they've done, which is like they've taken like paneling that should go horizontally and they made it vertical. It looks terrible. Here's what the house should look like.
Okay.
Did look like.
Oh, we're gonna put photos here. Okay, wonderful.
And this is what they did to it.
Okay. Well, I wish I could actually.
I can show you. Why am I not?
I don't know. I mean, I can wait till the podcast gets posted.
Whatever. No, I want your reaction to it. So this is what the house used to look like.
But, okay.
Right?
Very nice.
Yeah.
So this is a video from when?
This is when we moved out, so 2014.
Okay.
And this
and after.
is what they did to it.
What the fuck?
Right? Now, don't get me wrong. The stone's not bad, but look at this terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's okay. I agree with you.
Thank you. So we spend so much time in the car staring at the house. Just
Did they like open
they
their
came
blinds?
outside. We were like, "What?" The kids were in the window,
Uh-huh.
and like they opened up, and we were like, "Somebody tell them." And we rolled down that window. My mom was like, "Sorry, we used to live here. We were looking at it."
Uh-huh. So did you guys have to have a conversation with these people
No,
and like
we just-
hold your tongues
We
while
just
you were?
briefly looked at it, and
Uh-huh.
then we drove on. We went to visit my sister's bench. So I believe, I think I've brought this up before.
Yes.
She doesn't have a gravestone. We did a cremation, but my sister passed away. And so at the, there's a little park, like up the street and across the street from where we grew up. And there's a bench for her that has Caitlin's name on it, and it's across from a butterfly garden. Butterflies remind us of Caitlin. So we went and visited that, saw her little plaques. Then we drove around to like the old schools, areas where we used to spend a lot of time, like walked around Newtown, went to an old restaurant. One thing my mom brought up while I was up there was she was like, "I need to ask you a question." And I said,
Okay, well, this could be any number of things. Go ahead.
fire away. And she goes, "I was driving from somewhere to Ashley's, my sister's, and as I was doing, I put on my phone, and randomly an episode of your podcast came up."
Okay.
Great. And I'm confused as to why I need to listen to an episode of your podcast to find out that you almost lost your finger. So I'm going to dissect this a little bit because you, much like me, might have some issues with this. Number one, randomly your podcast comes on easily translates to So I don't listen to your podcast.
No, that's fine. Listen,
But
I know my mom doesn't listen to the podcast because she can't.
Circumstances dictated that I happened to have it forced upon me without.
I was unable to turn it off.
It.
Right. It felt rude to change off of it, but yeah.
2, you have a source where you will get updated information about what is happening to me. And you're not utilizing this source. It's kind of like saying to somebody, I don't understand why I have to turn on the news to find out what's happening in my day-to-day life. Why are they not calling me directly and informing me? And 3, she made another comment where she was like, and this is not the first, she was like, I had this happen this time. Also, she's like, oh, it's very nice to be up here for MK's bridal shower, considering I found out 4.5 years ago that they were pregnant from your podcast. Because an early joke that we did on the podcast was that nobody was listening to the podcast, or my brother was not listening, or people weren't listening to the podcast on my side of the family. So I decided, but MK's family was. And so...
Well, Connor was a guest.
And I decided to just start making things up on the podcast about them to see if it got back. And one of the things I made up was that MK was pregnant.
And you were right eventually. I have 1 or 2 things that went on while we were in our absence.
That's great. Unfortunately, we don't have time.
We don't have the time. It's really, we're really running tight on time.
No, go ahead.
So, first of all, I want to thank everybody who came out to give a hoot in Gaithersburg and watched me headline that club. It was a lot of fun. It made me feel like a very big deal. And yeah, it was great. I really hope you guys, if you didn't get a chance to see me, I hope you guys can come out to a show in the near future. I'm going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina this weekend at the North Carolina Comedy Festival. And I'll be up in Georgetown, Massachusetts on the 27th playing a goat farm. So if you're in either of those places, check me out. You can find all the details at jaredstern.com. The big thing that happened while we were away was Andrea and my anniversary.
Yes.
We celebrated 12 years of wedded bliss.
Wow.
And yes.
12
I know, right?
years.
Yeah.
12 years.
Yeah. Been a really long time. 12 years married and 17 years together.
17 total together, not
together.
17 on top of the 12.
How would that work?
Well, that would be 29.
Right. How would that be possible?
You're almost 50, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's more than possible. I just like,
not a fan of that.
No, I didn't think that'd feel good going down.
You made that. Yeah, your calculations suck. But so we like to make it a point to go and have a nice fancy dinner on our anniversary, and we went to a place called Omakase. Have you ever experienced omakase before? Do you know what that is?
I have not. I'm so sorry. I want to talk about what you're talking about. Did you text yourself?
Yes, I text notes. Yes, that's what I always do. I have a text chain to myself of jokes and things.
Have you ever accidentally almost texted me things?
No.
Meant for notes, or because you're stored as Jared Stern on your phone.
Right, and you're Jared Stern.
Oh,
on my phone.
Okay.
So I know the difference between duh and me.
Cool.
So,
but I would have watched the movie Hot Shots Part Me as well as Hot Shots.
Oh, what a stupid podcast. Anyway, so we went to omakase. Do you know what an omakase is?
I don't.
It is like high-end sushi.
Okay.
It's at generally at a counter.
Yes.
Not at a seated, you're seated at a counter.
Right.
The chef is right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It is Japanese. Omakase is Japanese for "I will leave it to you," and it is basically you don't order anything. You sit down. The chef provides you, and it is essentially a tasting menu. It's like 15 or so pieces of really good high quality fish. Not like rolls, but like nigiri, where it's like on rice, and you just get to watch it. Like they cook the rice like right in front of you. They shave the wasabi right in front of you. All of it. It's awesome. So when we got there, they only seat like 20 people at a seating, and they do like 2 seatings a night. And when we get there, a gentleman welcomes us, and he is it's just a combination of maitre d' and the waiter and the guide throughout the meal.
Sure.
Also sommelier, but not sommelier, but sake malier.
Sake malier.
Because I don't know if that's what it's called,
Sake.
but he's there to help you, guide you on your flavor journey.
Yes.
And man, so the vibe this guy gave off was like crypto bro. Like he did not look like.
At all how you thought you were gonna go with this.
No, I know. He did not give off.
Right.
He gave off 80s movie douchey villain, like that, like frat boy douche villain. Like that was his energy. But he apparently has studied in Japan and knows his shit. So when it comes to sake, I don't drink it enough to know exactly what I like.
Sure.
And so he was like, well, here, I had to write it down because these are some of the ways that he described the various sakes to Andre and me. A vivacious explosion of fruit flavor from melted snow from the mountains of Honshu. It tastes like a walk through a damp forest. It was just the most pretentious shit you've ever heard in your life to describe what is essentially rice wine. That's all it is. Like this is fermented. This is fermented sumo wrestler sweat, fresh from the saunas of Nagasaki. And like he could have said anything, but I mean the sake was good, and I'm sure. Listen, this guy has done a lot of studying, and God bless him, he was very knowledgeable. But he was also like, he definitely was able to describe each piece of fish. Like he says, the chef calls over to Japan at 3:00 in the morning, and each fish that he orders is flown here. Nothing is ever frozen. It is fresh and on the counter in front of you within 24 hours or whatever. He calls the fisherman and knows exactly what is caught on a daily basis and is able to order it, get it to this restaurant. Why are you looking so quizzical?
I am experiencing an extreme level of deja vu.
What do you mean?
So deja vu.
I know what deja vu is.
I never.
Are you the fucking Naked Gun? Yes, I know what deja vu is.
That every time I ever say I'm experiencing deja vu, people are like, "What do you mean?"
Well, what do you mean? Where have you heard this before?
So everything we're experiencing right now, I feel like the moment you started describing the wine in the way that the guy or the fish and it was flown over this way and never frozen, I have experienced this moment before in some way.
Okay, sure.
But the dilemma I'm facing, and this is the expression on my face, is because it's you and because it's me and it's because it's us, I need to determine, am I experiencing deja vu, or did we talk about this before in this podcast and forgot about it?
Well, I don't think I've discussed. I don't
think we have either,
because this is my first time really experiencing genuine omakase, and also just dealing. Have I experienced a snooty maitre d' or a snooty sommelier before? Mm-hmm. Possibly,
maybe,
but this is a very specific.
That's what I'm saying.
Glitch in the matrix that you're experiencing.
It's a glitch in the matrix.
What I was going to ask you is, because you have experience in the service industry, and I'm sure you've worked at restaurants where they have high-end wine or whatever. Have you ever dealt with a guy who just seems like he's making flavors up in order to sell a bottle of wine?
I have dealt with that guy.
Okay. Have you been that guy?
Because I was.
That's kind of what I thought, but I didn't want to ask directly.
I would describe wine the way I described people who I had dated or experienced in my life. And you'll note it has wonderful legs. The taste is fragrant. It'll tease you on the front end, but on the back end, there's a note of bitterness. It will leave you wanting more, but it will cost more than you expected it to.
That is fantastic.
It's 100% true.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, see, I'm not sure if that's what this guy was going for.
100%. None of it matters.
None of it matters.
All of it's bullshit. None of it matters. It's all a matter. Like, I'm trying to think of like how to relate this to like the small percentage of people that I think wine, beer, like all of this. There's like 80% of it you can pick up with your palate, and like 20% of it is just pure confirmation bias and like influence.
Sure.
Like if you're
being led down a certain path, your brain's gonna connect those dots.
Correct. Like if you're told that the cup of coffee you're drinking has notes of citrus and coffee,
you'll find it.
You'll find it. And like nothing is more apparent than this than when they stripped the fruit shapes out of, what is it, Twix or Trix? Trix used to have the shapes of fruits.
And now it's just like colored balls.
And now it's colored balls, and nobody can tell what they taste like because they're colored. But like it's all...
Really?
Yes.
They can't tell what they taste like?
Kids don't know what purple...
It's grape.
But they don't know that. I mean, I guess that's a terrible example because of all the shapes, that's the only one that
people
really...
People don't know what orange is. What the fuck?
I guess orange is circular also. But the yellow one, like that... My point is that when it comes to like sommeliers and things like that, I know people who are professional sommeliers, and I know people who really have this talent. But it's like, it's almost like 8K TVs. If your brain can only process up to 3.5K, why are we shoving all these Ks in here? Like, it doesn't matter. You can't process it on that way anyway. So, you know, I think that, oh God, was it SNL that did the sketch? It's like one of my favorites that they've done recently, which is when you go out to dinner, make sure you enjoy second cheapest bottle of wine. Second cheapest bottle of wine is the best bottle of wine on the menu. You're not so cheap that you're ordering the cheapest bottle of the wine. It's second cheapest bottle of wine, which is true. Whenever I worked in restaurants, it was always the second least expensive bottle of wine, which funny enough was always the bottle of wine we marked up the most.
There you go.
Because that's something you don't realize also. Is like, there are no rules for marking up alcohol in restaurants. You can buy a bottle of wine for $2
because no one knows what a bottle of wine
whatever
costs.
Price it is. I've had this idea for a while, and I think it's applicable to wine. It was really mainly applicable to like beers. So like, I was in a conversation with somebody about like Trader Joe's beer, and Trader Joe's beer is fantastic. Like their private label brand, like their Boatman, fantastic. And I said to myself, I was like, I wish I know what they were white labeling, because not only is it delicious, but also it's relatively cost efficient. White labeling, for those that don't know, and I don't want to like condescend, but if you don't know what white labeling is, that's like a manufacturer that makes a set version of the product and then sells that just blank, naked version of the product to multiple companies,
and they
slap their label.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example of white labeling that you've had. If you've ever gone to a store and have eaten like a pre-baked chocolate chip cookie or brownie, and you've been like, this tastes exactly the same as, you know, Kava's tastes exactly the same as
it's all the same
Ross's,
cookie.
as Honey. It's all the same cookie. Somebody's white labeling. And so I wanted to create a white label app where you could go in and look up what the brand was, Trader Joe's Boatsman IPA, and see all of the other companies that are white labeling the exact same product, so that you could see what other companies are selling the exact same version of it.
Yeah, speaking of wine, I don't know if you've noticed, have you been into a Trader Joe's recently?
Like daily.
Daily, okay. Have you noticed what they've done to the sign for $2 Chuck?
No, what have they done?
They've removed the price, because $2 Chuck is now like $5 or something like that, and you can't call $2 Chuck. They just like, they used to have like a little like Rondry that had like, $2, and then, but times they are a-changing, and so you can't call it that anymore. So now it's there was it Charles something or other. It's like why it's called $2 Chuck.
Is that why?
Yeah, because Chuck is So yeah, they have just quietly moved the pricing aside.
I feel like
on the big signs.
Yellowtail really got its like jump start with Trader Joe's. I remember Yellowtail being super. Yellowtail?
I don't know shit about wine.
Well, I mean, Yellowtail has hints and notes of tail. No.
I thought you were just going to describe another relationship. Come on, go ahead.
No. I'm going to have something for next week. This weekend is my birthday.
That's right.
No, well, technically next week is my birthday, but this weekend is the thing. Rachel's doing something for it. She got a thing planned.
By the way, I know that there are machinations.
I would love to know what machinations means.
I know that there are plans in place for my birthday.
Oh.
Do you want to know how I know?
I don't. Yes, I do.
Because you texted Andrea.
Well, she had gone out to a restaurant and got a bottle of wine, and I had heard there were hints of machination nuts in there, and I really.
To be fair, I didn't see what the text said. I just saw it was you, and
To be fair, we're having an affair, and I don't want you to think. I just want you to know there's nothing planned for your birthday. It's pure infidelity.
Okay, wonderful.
That's better.
Well, you know what? Then I can go on that TV show then.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking your ears between two sterns.
Please leave us a 5-star review, even if it's a sarcastic one.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Have an idea for the show, or are you also Jared Stern?
Shoot us an email. You can find links to everything at jaredstern.com.